Hello and welcome to the Coaches Cup. I am Sonya Green from Sonya Green Coaching.
And I'm Judith Fender, one of the amazing coaches with the No BS weight loss program.
And we wanted to bring you probably a little shorter than usual podcast to get you ready for the holidays. I can't promise it'll be shorter than usual because we start talking and who knows where we'll go, Judith.
Right? Public service announcement here.
Yeah, we wanted to talk about worthiness and lovability. Going into the holidays, it can be a very stressful time to be around family members, to be around people with whom you may not often. Yeah, you have stories built up in your head around those people. And you may, it's that one time a year that you may have to all be together. And so we just wanted to talk about worthiness and lovability and leave you with a little gift to take with you into those difficult times. If they are difficult, maybe they're not. I hope they're not.
And if they're not, then this is just going in with a little bonus, a little extra love for you to have for yourself and a little extra love for you to have for everyone else.
Absolutely.
So we'll start with worthiness.
Yeah.
And we're looking at you like, who's going to say it?
Yeah. Well, so many times I think in our society, we have been taught that we have to earn our worthiness, that we have to be good enough or sweet enough or pretty enough or smart enough, or I don't even know. We have to be enough.
Or I just really question if we even think about, at some point, we just never even question it, especially if we're, a people pleaser. We're just always running around trying to earn it from other people and never pausing to see that we don't have to do that.
No, worthiness is innate. If you are human, you are worthy. Full 100%. Stop.
And each of us, no one is more worthy than anyone else on this planet.
No amount of money, no amount of good deeds, bad deeds changes your worthiness.
Know what necklace you're wearing or what necklace you're not wearing.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, here's the big thing here. You can either accept that and go with it, trust us on it, or you can continue in your cycle of trying to earn worthiness.
You're suffering.
Yes. And I would encourage you to just say today, I am worthy because I am a human being. Full stop.
Period.
Complete. And believe it. Practice believing it.
Yeah. I can remember when we were learning this in life coach school. And I'm sure I was learning it from Corinne just prior to that, but it's still, it is. I think I was learning the concept, but I can remember being like, what?
Yeah.
What? But it's such an even playing field to be on, to consider. And it has such a feeling of, I don't know, I'm going to use the word completeness, to think that I am just as worthy as anyone else, anywhere else, and anything I want to do for anything I want to do. I am just as worthy as you to have what I want and to show up and be who I want.
Yeah. Yeah. If we have people in our lives who are manipulators, if we are in a toxic relationship of some sort, then it benefits them to let you think that you have to earn their worth, or that you have to earn your worthiness with them, that you somehow have to earn their love, which is a little bit different. We're going to get into that in just a minute.
People think that on purpose? Do they think I'm going to make this person think they got to earn my love? Do people really think that?
Probably not. I don't know. There are a few people out there. I don't know. I think there
I
might be that manipulative, but it does. I have known people who certainly worked that
Yeah.
manipulation heavily.
Mhm.
So they saw some kind of value in it. Usually it's making them feel better about themselves. But that's going down another rabbit hole that we
Yeah.
probably don't have time to get down today. But if you will just accept that you are worthy, no one can take it away from you, and that anything that they have a problem with as far as loving you, accepting you, whatever it is on them. It has to do with their ability to love you, their capacity in the moment to love you. It has absolutely nothing to do with your worthiness.
And on the flip side, it is when other people feel like you don't love them, then it is, help me out here. I'm getting, so I don't get lost in the story. If others' lovability, it's about their ability, their capacity to love me,
Mm-hmm.
then if I'm thinking you don't love me,
You're putting that on me. That has
I'm
nothing
putting
to
that
do
on you. Yeah, I'm
with
trying to
my
like make a
thoughts.
point and I'm getting lost in trying
Yeah.
to make a point.
Well, no, it's easy to get because anytime you have a relationship, you've got
Right.
two sets of feelings, and we think that the way I behave makes you love me.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
But really, it's your thoughts that make you love me or not. Maybe you don't. No. I don't worry about that in this relationship. But if you have one of those contentious relationships and you feel a certain way about that person, many times we think that comes from them. But the way we feel about a person can only come from us, from our
Us.
own thoughts.
Right. Right.
And this
Our
happens.
lovability.
Yes, and
Right.
lovability is not how lovable I am, it's
Right. It's
my ability
lovability.
to love.
Yes. Yes.
So, we probably should have started with that, but it's my ability to love someone that
Exactly.
creates that lovability.
Right. So separating out that word love, ability, your ability to love.
Mhm.
All
Yeah.
right.
Which
So
is
we're
why
going,
you see some unevenness sometimes, right? Because if my lovability is healthy and whole and I'm having all these wonderful thoughts about you,
and I'm over here not healthy and whole and thinking really shitty thoughts about myself, then
we're going to have two different ideas of that relationship.
mm,
It's very uneven. And that can create a lot of contention and difficulty.
mm,
Has nothing to do with our value or our worth. Has everything to do with our thoughts.
mm. So just thinking about just I honestly I'm just thinking like, well, one, I feel pretty lovable and my lovability is good. So I'm having a minute to think about in relationships how I'm showing up. I'm just reflecting here in a moment. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I can remember years ago when my husband and I first got together, I still had some really unhealthy patterns. And so I would think he would do something or not do something and I would be like, "Oh, our relationship is falling apart." And he's over
Wait.
here thinking everything's just fine
I'm like, wait a minute.
because
Did you put your hand on your forehead and do the
I think
fancy
I
couch?
probably did. I probably did. But he didn't know anything was wrong because his thoughts were all you know, his ability to love me was fine. I'm the one thinking, because of past trauma,
Right.
I'm thinking, "Oh, there's a problem. Everything's falling apart." And so it was my lovability that was in crisis there. And
Mm,
it was a very uneven thing because he would think things were fine and I would think things were falling apart. And, you know,
mhm,
it's easy to, for those kinds of feelings to get to start us spinning
mm.
because we feel like, you know, there's something wrong. We're not lovable. And it's just our capacity in that moment.
Right. And this, like you said, the stories and the
Mhm.
story, how long we've carried them and from whence they came.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because who doesn't have a story? Have we met that person yet?
You know, maybe somebody who has lost their memory. I don't know.
Did you say, wait a minute, did you say lost their memory?
Yeah. That's the only way you don't have a story is if you don't have a memory. Because if you have a memory, you have a story.
Oh,
Right?
yeah, that sounds good to me.
Yep. So
Um,
in this holiday season, whether it's Thanksgiving or whether it's uh any other holiday that's coming up for you and you're going to be around people, um take that with you, carry that with you. Number 1, you are always worthy 100%,
right. So
and
you can,
so are they.
exactly. And you can like make yourself your own little worthiness card and carry that around if you need that for a visual reminder as you go into the holidays. You put it on a post-it note. We talk about post-it noting it all the time. Put it on a post-it note to remind yourself or giving yourself those something visual to hold on to, because chances are if you've carried the story for a while and you're going into the holidays, there's I was going to say Uncle Bocephus, but he's not my person.
Yeah. I was thinking Aunt Millie and Cousin Frank. So I don't know. We're just making up names
I know,
here.
right? We're winging it.
Yeah.
We're so good at that.
I know.
But you know, but knowing that not only do you have the worthiness card, but so does everyone else that is there.
Yeah. And if they have issues with you, it is
There.
their, yeah, it's on them. They either don't have the capacity to give you what you think you need from them. They
And
don't.
what that means is they're in their story. When we
Yeah.
say someone doesn't have the capacity,
Yeah.
doesn't mean they don't want to, but they're bringing their own trauma,
Yeah.
right? Just like you're like, this is such a reflective process. Whatever you're carrying in you, every other person is carrying in them,
Yeah.
and understanding that.
Yeah. And in the end, we are the only people who can meet our own needs. Nobody else can do that for us.
Yep. There you go. There, end of story.
Yeah. All right. Short and sweet.
There we go.
All right. If you're looking for coaching, you can find me at SonyaGreenCoaching.com or on Instagram at Sonya, SONYA _ Green
And if you're looking for coaching from me, you can find me at the No BS Weight Loss Program. That's nobswomen.com. And you can find me on Instagram, just Judy, JUSTJUDIE, and on the Coaches Cup Facebook page. We'd love for you to go over there and send us a photo of your worthy card or your little post-it note. Stick that
I
up
would love to see all of your worthy faces. Take a selfie and tell us why you're worthy. Because the answer is because you're human.
because you're here. Because
Yeah.
you were born on this planet, period. All right.
All right. We'll see you
Happy
next
holidays.
week.